The heart of Chicago feels a little dimmer today, a little colder. The usual symphony of sirens and city life has been muted by a collective wave of concern and disbelief. For the men and women of Firehouse 51, and for the countless lives they've touched, the world tilted on its axis yesterday. Kelly Severide, the indomitable lieutenant of Squad 3, the firefighter who has walked through fire and emerged unscathed more times than anyone can count, is now in a fight for his life at Chicago Med. It was a call like any other, a multi-story warehouse fire in the West Loop, thick with the acrid smoke of burning chemicals and the unknown dangers that lurk in collapsing structures. But this fire, this seemingly routine blaze, would prove to be anything but ordinary. It would become the crucible that now tests the strength and spirit of our city's finest. For those who know and love him, for the millions who have watched his unwavering bravery on their screens, the news of his accident is a physical blow. It's a stark and terrifying reminder that even our heroes, the ones who seem invincible, are heartbreakingly human. The call came in just before dawn, painting the awakening sky in hues of orange and gray. The warehouse, an old textile factory, was a tinderbox. Chief Wallace Bowden, his voice a steady and calming presence over the radio, commanded the scene with his usual authority. Truck 81, Engine 51, and Squad 3 moved with the practiced precision of a well-oiled machine, each member a vital cog in the life-saving apparatus. Severide, leading his squad, was in his element. He was a maestro conducting a symphony of rescue, his instincts honed by years of battling the beast that is fire. He and his team had already pulled 2 trapped workers from the inferno, their faces smudged with soot but their bodies intact, thanks to the swift and courageous actions of Firehouse 51. But as the fire raged, the building groaned. A secondary explosion, a gut-wrenching boom that echoed through the surrounding streets, sent a shockwave through the structure. It was then that the unthinkable happened. A section of the roof, weakened by the intense heat and the force of the blast, gave way. Severide, who had pushed a fellow firefighter out of the path of the falling debris, was not as fortunate. The silence that followed the crash was more deafening than the explosion itself. It was a void filled with the frantic heartbeats of his crew, the desperate calls of his name that seemed to be swallowed by the smoke. When they found him, amidst the twisted metal and smoldering wreckage, a collective gasp stole the air from their lungs. He was alive, but the extent of his injuries was immediately, terrifyingly clear. The journey to Chicago Med was a blur of sirens and frantic energy. Paramedics Sylvie Brett and Violet Mikami worked with a desperate intensity, their training and their love for a fallen comrade merging into a seamless dance of life-saving measures. The usual banter and gallows humor that often filled the back of the ambulance were replaced by a tense and prayerful silence. At the hospital, the emergency room doors swung open to a sea of worried faces. The entire Firehouse 51 family, those on and off duty, had converged, their uniforms a somber sea of navy blue. Chief Bowden, his face etched with a pain that went beyond that of a commanding officer, stood as a stoic pillar for his distraught crew. Matt Casey, his best friend and brother in all but blood, paced with a restless energy, his mind replaying the horrific events of the morning. But it was the sight of Stella Kidd, Severide's wife, and the rock of his life, that truly broke the hearts of all who were present. Her arrival was a silent storm of anguish, her eyes, usually so full of life and fire, now wide with a terror that no words could adequately capture. To see this strong, capable woman, a leader in her own right, so utterly vulnerable was a testament to the profound love she shares with her husband. The initial reports from the medical team regarded a carefully worded tapestry of medical jargon that did little to soothe the raw nerves of those waiting for a sliver of hope. Severe trauma, multiple fractures, internal injuries. Each word was a hammer blow to their collective spirit. He was rushed into surgery, leaving his family of firefighters to do the one thing they are not accustomed to doing: waiting. And in that waiting, the true essence of Firehouse 51 was laid bare. It is not just a place of work. It is a sanctuary, a family forged in the crucible of shared danger and unwavering loyalty. Christopher Herman, the seasoned veteran and father figure to many, gathered the younger members, his words a comforting balm on their frayed emotions. Randy Mouch McHolland, ever the quiet observer, offered a steady presence, his silent support a language understood by all. The news of Severide's accident has rippled through the city, a testament to the impact this one man has had on so many. From the countless lives he has personally saved to the aspiring firefighters he has inspired, Kelly Severide is more than just a firefighter. He is a symbol of Chicago's resilience, its grit, and its unwavering spirit. As the sun sets on this long and arduous day, a palpable sense of unity envelops Chicago Med. The waiting room has become a sacred space, a testament to the bonds that tie Firehouse 51 together. They are a family in every sense of the word, and their patriarch, in a very real way, is fighting for his life just a few doors down. The coming hours and days will be critical. The road to recovery, should he navigate the treacherous path of his injuries, will be long and arduous. But if there is one thing we know about Kelly Severide, it is that he is a fighter. He has faced down infernos and stared into the abyss of danger without flinching. Now he faces his most personal and profound battle yet. And he will not face it alone. He has his beloved Stella by his side, her love a fierce and protective shield. He has his brothers and sisters of Firehouse 51, their collective strength a fortress around him. And he has a city that has witnessed his heroism time and time again, holding its breath and sending its prayers. Tonight, as the city lights twinkle against the darkness, they seem to burn a little brighter, a little more hopefully. They are a beacon for one of their own, a silent vigil for a hero who has given so much of himself. Get well soon, Severide. Your city is waiting for you. Your family is waiting for you. Come back to us.